bit greasy. So this is the first single track ride of the year, which also means it's my first ride other than the gravel pit and private property is mucking around with this Nitro Mousse in the rear. So it's wallows around a wee bit compared to what I'm used to, and I was running low pressures before. That's part of why I ended up having to go to a Mousse. The heavy duty tube was not good enough with the small 16-inch rear tire on this little 150. Yeah, it's a bit greasy today. It was raining overnight, so no standing water, but anyways, oh fuck, that was a stump. I got a chunk of it stuck actually in my foot peg here. Let's deal with that. There we go. That's better. Stump hiding in the trees, that was no good. Anyways, as I was saying, getting back to the Nitro Mousse, it does wallow around a wee bit, but it doesn't feel bad. It's just a little bit of getting used to, I think, which isn't going to take much. It's a bit of an odd feeling, is a small price to pay for not having to worry about a flat in the back of this thing. I don't know what it is with this tire. It's a Kenda. Something about the all the ribs and whatnot on the inside was actually wearing right through the tube. I had one last year go flat. I assumed that I had put a nail through it or something, or a stick or whatever. When I took it apart, there was the better part of 2 cups of ground rubber inside, and it was all off the tube. That tube felt as thin as a regular tube in most spots by the time I pulled it out. So I had replaced it with a heavy duty tube, and this last time when I got the flat, it had actually pulled out the valve stem despite having that rim lock cranked right down. And I had been running, that time I had upped the pressure a bit to try and stop all the weird wear inside, and it's yeah, sorry guys, I'm not going very fast just yet. Again, first ride of the year. A little bit timid, a little bit gun shy after the stump too, I suppose. But anyways, supposed to be meeting a couple of guys here. I'm assuming they're going to be here by the time I get back to the lot. It's Baxter today, and that's in the Simcoe County Forest. So one of our favorites, I think, overall. I've got individual trails throughout the system that I prefer, but on a whole, as a complete system, I think for most of us, Baxter is about the favorite. At least that's the consensus in my eyes. So, see if they're here yet. I'm assuming not, but nope, not yet. That's okay. I don't mind getting a little bit of riding in first, a little warm up. Nice to get a little bit of single track in. Anyways, so yeah, the Mousse, I think it'll be it'll work well for us. And there's going to be no timidness on the rough stuff. The front, I've still got a heavy duty tube, but that one's lasted. It's I've got that rear trials tire on, so I'm able to run fairly low pressures. Like, you can even see it squatting without me really putting any weight on the bike. So it works well. I think I upped it a bit. I think I'm at 10 psi in that now. I was running 7, but it seemed just a little bit soft to the point, let's kill that, to the point it was actually making the front end a little bit too numb. we had gone to that tire in the first place because the stock tire on this thing was so twitchy in the sand, and most of the Simcoe County forests are sand, which isn't a horrible thing. Just takes a bit of getting used to. It's a little different experience on the ride, but a day like today is great in that sense. With that little bit of moisture in the ground, the sand doesn't feel quite so bad. So anyways, I'll carry on in a bit. I'm gonna shut this off for now.